This is the Patriots Prayer podcast. It's a tremendous show, one of the greatest shows in the history of the world.
This is Bryson Gray, and you are watching the Patriots Prayer.
Soon on the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
America's falling, they all say. Gather the faithful now and pray. The Patriots Prayer. The Patriots Prayer. All the wicks are trimmed, oil is filled to the brim. I haven't changed yet somehow. I'm the radical now. America's falling, they all say. Gather the faithful now and pray. The Patriots Prayer.
What's going on, Patriots? Back with another Patriot Prayer reaction for you. It has been a very, very long time since I have came to you guys with a reaction. And, well, you know, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't been able to react to. We've been too busy building the podcast network, and it's a network full of Patriots, guys, an amazing network full of Patriots. We got a lot done. We got a lot done over the last year. As you've seen in the intro video right there next to Michaela Montgomery is Donald Trump, as we got shouted out on stage right next to Donald Trump. And I got to tell you, it felt like, you know, just like we have arrived in that moment when she said that. As I was sitting there, we were in Atlanta, Georgia at that time. I had just left Lake Tahoe, flew back to Vegas, filled another suitcase, flew off to Atlanta just in time to get over to where the rally was. And I had been up like 50 hours, guys. And I mean, literally, I was up at about 50 hours doing so much traveling at that time. And I got to tell you, when, you know, I met Marjorie Taylor Greene, I was able to talk to a lot of political officials, which is my wheelhouse, and I had a great time doing it. It was really neat to be right there. We were right next to the stage and have Patriot Prayer Network affiliates on stage with Donald Trump getting shout outs like you've seen right there in that intro video. And it felt like, yeah, like I said, like we have arrived. So guys, now things are starting to calm down a little bit. We're in this election season. So if you have not voted, what are you doing with your life? Seriously, why have you not gone and voted yet? Guys, we need every single vote. It's not an election, it's a revolution. And won't you take part in saving our country from the things that you see going on right now everywhere across the entire landscape of our country? So guys, we're counting on you to show up, and we mean show up big. I mean, show up real big. So before we do anything, guys, I want to let you know, I'm going to be reacting to Tom McDonald's Everybody Needs Me. But before we get started, if you have not clicked subscribe on this channel, please like, subscribe, share the material out. I have focused so much on building our other X platforms, other Rumble platforms, you name it, pill.net, Discord, everywhere else that we are, you know, Odyssey and BitChute and all of the rest, guys. I have not focused all that much time on building up our YouTube presence. And when we stream, we still do stream here. The algorithm doesn't like the things we talk about very much, like I know you do. So, guys, do us the favor and click that like, follow, share, subscribe. Wherever you're watching, it's different on every platform, but just make sure that you're following us. Guys, let's go ahead and jump into this. I always love Tom's music. Tom is always talking about the same stuff we do, right? So, you know, you never know what the guy's going to say. He really, really does push a lot of buttons, and he makes doing this fun. I'll be honest with you. If it wasn't for Tom McDonald, I don't know that I'd be doing reaction videos. I don't know that I'd want to do reaction videos, but we are going to expand the horizon a bit and start reacting to a lot more things here in the coming weeks, months, and years, because I'm going to be bringing on all of the other hosts, a little at a time. I don't want to crowd you guys out. It will be bringing on other hosts. We'll be bringing on guests. You'll see congressmen on here, senators on here. We're going to have them reacting to stuff you guys are going to want to see. You're going to want to see. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm sure you will too. Make sure to subscribe to make sure you're here when that content comes out. But let's jump into it, because I'm really curious, because I have not been able to, I've not followed anything lately. All I've been doing is a lot of, like I said, building a network. So I'm very glad to see Tom's got some new music, some stuff I haven't heard. So I'm hearing this for the first time. You're probably not, but if you are, let's listen together and get right into it. Everybody Needs Me, Tom McDonald. Here we go.
I think the world's gone brain dead. Since when did everybody identify as they, them? Cut off all their penises and trade them for some fake breasts. I ain't homophobic, I got gay friends. I just think it's weird that the world's so offended. They tell us fat is beautiful while they take an Ozempic. They wanted to get rich and they started a pandemic, and they really...
See, I knew it wasn't going to be long. You're going to have to excuse the pausing, because he comes out with like one thing after the other, and each one is a different social issue. He doesn't even leave like one metaphor to the next. He's talking about everything all at once. So it's hard. And I don't want to pause the song so much you guys can't enjoy it at the same time. But he did say a few things there I want to address. He said he's not homophobic because he's got gay friends. Yeah, you got to love the identity politics, the meaning behind the statement that he just made by saying that. Right? So obviously, the Patriots Prayer, we are Christians. We are Christians. And I don't mean like we just have a loose, belief in God and that sort of thing. No, we are Christians. So I have literally risked my life for my faith in God and my faith in Christ. Go check us out on Patriots Prayer Network, where I tell those stories. And I wasn't always a good guy. I did a lot of time and I did a lot of things when I was younger before I got to the point that I am now. So I'm completely unafraid. All those places that all those people talk about, all that mess. I've been there already. I've done that already. I walked those places already. I've been near those people. Guys, we go at this completely uncensored and unfiltered, because only God can judge me. So I tell the truth and let the chips fall where it may. Now, I have people that I know in my life that identify this way. My rule is very simple. It's very simple. I cannot and will not participate in anything to do with the lifestyle. But my thing as a Christian is I can only judge other Christians. I'm not here to tell you what to do as a human being. It's not my place to do. Now, if you ask me, that's different. But I'm not just walking up on people and telling them and pushing my belief system on them. If you believe in God, if you're coming to Christ, you're doing that out of love. No one's going to force you to do it. Love is a choice. So therefore, it's not my thing to walk up on people or constantly thump a belief system or a religion at you and force you to believe what I believe. Unlike, other political persuasions do basically essentially force you to think, feel, and believe the way they do, identify the way they do, use their words, their terminologies the way they want you to, or else the big C word, that cancel word, not the other C word. I know what you're thinking. Calm down, relax. This is a family show. So anyway, this is, he said something also about Ozempic, right? Everybody's telling you that everything is so beautiful, but at the same time, they want Ozempic. Well, the Lizzo controversies and all this, and people, oh, you're fat shaming this, that, and the other. No, guys, there's a difference between fat shaming and exacerbating or enabling or condoning somebody's unhealthy lifestyle to their own detriment. So there is a place for you to step up and say, hey, if you love somebody, you got to say, hey, that's unhealthy, man. I want to see you get better. I want to see you eat better. You need to exercise more. I want to see you around in this life for the long haul. That's all that is. That's all that is. It's not got nothing to do with fat shaming or body shaming and all that, but the rest of it goes just like this. Guys, we used to have thicker skin. We used to be able to tell jokes, and the joke only had to be funny, was its own requirement. We didn't have to take a poll, whether everybody okay if I say this joke? No one's going to get, okay, then now I'll tell the joke. No, sorry. The PC stuff doesn't fly here. Doesn't fly here. The truth flies here. Your feelings can go fly elsewhere. So that's how I feel about that. And I'm sure you feel exactly the same. We need a return to common sense in this world. And that's why it's so important. You guys better go out and vote. I'm telling you, be a part of history on this one.
Want to win, so they're rigging the elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second, and any time that I mention the elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second, and any time that I mention the he's offended by everything every pandemic, and they really want to win, so they're rigging the elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second, and any brass. I ain't homophobic, I got gay friends. I just think it's weird that the world's so offended. They tell us fat is beautiful while they taking Ozempic. They wanted to get rich and they started a pandemic, and they really want to win, so they're rigging the elections.
My God, Tom, my God, you're going to get me in trouble. You're going to get me in trouble, Tom. I'm trying to sit here and do a reaction video, and I'm trying not to get C-worded in the process. But you done said a couple of things that I have to address. He said everybody wanted to get rich, so they started a pandemic. I don't know how far I can take this. It's going to be on YouTube, and I can tell you this. And I'm telling you, this is only Eddie's opinion. You don't have to think, feel, and believe the way that I do. We're not the left. We don't force you to think, feel, and believe the way that we do. But there is a narrative surrounding exactly what he said. And anytime you want to go down those rabbit holes, it's a real easy search on the internet. Probably not on some search engines, and probably better on some. I would recommend you go over to X and you search it, where the First Amendment still lives, along with Rumble. So you want to search those topics, you're going to find out a lot of what the things that he just said about people wanted to get rich. So there's a pandemic, or they started a pandemic. Go look at that. Drug companies and the pharmaceutical lobby is a very, very powerful lobby. It's a very, very powerful lobby. And we know a lot now we didn't know then. So I got one question for everyone that was on the other side of this issue when it came out, and free thinking American patriots weren't allowed to question. We were told you have to do this. If you don't do this, you're killing this person. You're killing that person. If you don't go get that jab, you're this, that, and the other, and you're murdering your BS. We didn't fall for it. And now we know better. So I got one question. Where the hell is our apology? Where's our apology? Because you were wrong. You were wrong. Now, where's the retraction? Where's all the news retractions? We lost so many people in our military with dishonorable discharges. Other people just left willingly. Almost 100,000 people in total. Now there's a recruitment crisis. All this surrounding this fake narrative that they put out. And then they try to play dumb. Oh, we didn't know. We were just going off the information we had at that time. Well, that may be true for some people. But the ones pushing this from the highest level, they knew. They knew. The people that were actually doing the testing, and all, they knew the reality of it. They were using word games, right? I'm not going to go too deep into it because, like I said, this algorithm is not very friendly to certain political opinions, medical facts, and other things. And I'm no doctor, so I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that I'm a doctor, while at the same time, I know how to read a data sheet. I know how to read information and interpret it. I may not know how to get the information, so I need to go to a trusted source who does. And we've done that in spades. So all I want now is for that whole side, that whole narrative, y'all need to really apologize. That's what I'm saying. You need to apologize.
And they really want to win, so they're rigging the elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second, and anytime that I mention that man can never get pregnant, I get aggressively threatened by kids with 17 genders who think a word is a weapon and want to teach me a lesson. And it's crazy, P. Diddy diddling rappers and hitting women on camera. Conviction ain't gonna happen. Hit the evidence instead of putting him.
He done brought up P. Diddy. He brought up the words of weapon. Thought crimes. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Orwell's work. George Orwell famous for writing 1984, talked about all of these things in detail. It was like the guy could see into the future or something. But he talked about thought crimes. He talked about, and this is when somebody could take something that you said or did and try to determine what your intention behind what you said or did was, and then they label you things like racist or homophobe or whatever the hell that it is, bigot, whatever, and they're just full of it. The virtue signaling BS, it's over. The PC crowd, you lost. The woke crowd, see ya. Cancel culture, you lost. Did you see the Native Americans in Chicago the other day, from the Sioux tribe, the Blackfoot, and everybody marching with the Italian Americans, celebrating on Columbus Day? Narrative gone, guys. See ya. I'm sorry. Did it hurt your feelings? Because that was the intention. So the Native American Guardians Association, who works with us here at PPN, went down, and they represent 90+% of the Native American population in this country. And they marched right alongside the Italian Americans. They're tired of the cancel culture, of the woke class trying to tell Native Americans how they feel, think, and believe, and what is right or wrong, or what's offensive and what's not. Why don't you ask them what's offensive? Right? So cancel culture, bye. Once again, bye. You lost. Go home. Tail between your legs. But first, apologize. We're waiting for that apology. I'm sure it ain't going to come, but we're waiting for it, and you owe it. So, you know, another thing you owe us.
Rappers and hitting women on camera, conviction ain't gonna happen. Hit the evidence instead of putting him in the slammer, cause he's too rich to be canceled. We try to fill a prison cell with the president. Born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you wanna laugh.
Isn't that true though? He said you're probably a racist if you're not gay, right? So if I tell you that I disagree with the LGBTQ lifestyle, and I'm speaking hypothetically, people don't, right? But I am a Christian, so I believe every single word of that Bible, black and white, plain and simple, every word. So, but at the same time, I can't judge the world, people. It's not my place. That's God's place to judge the world. But if you tell me you're Christian and you're a part of that, we're going to have a problem. Well, I'm going to have to talk, because I can judge. The world I can't judge. Corinthians 5:12. You're to judge your brothers and sisters. But we're not supposed to be out there telling everybody else how to live their life. We're supposed to be pointing them to Christ, and then, God will do the rest. But, and that's just it, right? That's just it. And the problem is that they're right. If you say that you're not with this lifestyle, or you don't do this, it's like the only thing you can't be today and be okay is a white Christian, right? And oh shoot, did I say that out loud? Yes, I said it out loud. And thank God to people like Tom that make it in style, okay, trendy, to once again be proud of who we are. Being proud of being who you are is not a racist thing. Yeah, I love myself. And that's a hard thing to do. That is actually a hard thing to do. You have to go through some stuff. A lot of people don't like who they are. A lot of people will go through bouts of depression and anxiety and all that kind of stuff, trying to learn how to love themselves, when the Bible says, love yourselves as you love your neighbor, as you love your neighbor. So don't love anybody else more than you love yourself, except God, and he'll keep you straight. But yes, 100% right. Always nailing it, always with the facts. Tom's a beast, man. I love this dude. And I saw him the other day when he got a shout out, from Trump. He was standing beside the stage, and it was just, I saw his face. He was just so excited to be acknowledged. And I remember, because I felt the same way. So, kudos to you, Tom. You earned it, brother. You worked very hard, and against all odds, you have accomplished more in your rap career than what most people have ever done. And they've been in it, maybe twice as long as you have. And you have broken down barriers and said things and opened the eyes of so many people. And what you're doing is so iconic and historical. I hope you really get the recognition at some point for all that you have done for the genre, and just for America as a whole, brother. Seriously.
Born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you wanna left, if you wanna right, All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and peepees, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
Gwandi doctor, tell him save me man.
Wow.
Me to see one rapper. Here chichi man.
I think the world's gone mad. Do black lives still matter, or is trans the new black? Every time I rap, I got them cramping their pants. They having cardiac arrest like they all had the jab. It's weird, take a look at your history. Win, so they're rigging the elections.
God.
The genie.
I apologize. Oh my God. Did he just say they're having cardiac arrest like they had the injections? I can't go there. I can't. I really don't want to get canceled, YouTube. I don't, but I want to react to the video and I want to do it honestly. And wow. See, this is why time is necessary, folks. Look how many views the video has. It's crazy how he's just so uncancelable. And he says all the things that you think, all the things that we say with our friends in conversation that we talk about, that we feel, think, and believe. And he's doing it for us. So that's why we support him. We buy his albums. We support him. We go click on his videos. We give him likes and follows and shares. And you need to continue to do that because we need more people like him. And he has created a lot more people like him. There are a lot of rappers out now that probably would not be out talking about the things they do if Tom would not have done it first. And that is a fact. And they can't deny that. Here you go.
So we try to fill a prison cell with the president. Born in Canada, move to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and peepees, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
Gwandi doctor, tell him save me man. Me to see one rapper. Here chichi man.
I wonder how many Jamaicans the liberal left thinks he just offended.
I think the world's gone mad. Do black lives still matter, or is trans the new black? Every time I rap, I got them crapping their pants. They having cardiac arrest like they all had the jab. It's weird, take a look at your history. You're yelling free Palestine. Look what happened when you freed Britney. Your children.
He said, if y'all don't free Palestine, look what happened when you freed Britney. Now, I'm not alone. Has everybody seen the Britney videos with her dancing and I don't know, looks like her house in some cases on, I don't know. It's disturbing, man. You need to pray. Britney needs our prayers. You know, not, we don't need to be making fun of her and that sort of thing, but you know, we need to pray for this girl, man. We need to pray for this girl. Something is wrong. Something is wrong, and she needs help. So
They've been watching too much Disney. Eminem fans praying Shady will diss me. Everybody's so triggered that I just keep getting big.
Hold up. He said Eminem fans praying Shady will diss me. I know there just most recently was a video going around on X where he was doing like parodies of different Eminem songs. And so if he's trying to trigger Eminem or trying to tell people to just all he's looking for is that reaction. Remember, Eminem said he didn't want fans that they voted for Trump, told Trump to stop using his music, told you a whole bunch of things. And I love him. I prayed for that dude so hard because of the things that he used to talk about when he first came out, when he really, a lot of his early music and the things that he was saying are things that I lived when I was a kid. You know, Eminem was talking a lot of the things that a lot of, you know, lower income white people were going through. Males dealing with mom issues, and mom was drug. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I lived this. So, you know, I could relate very easily to what Eminem was saying, and that he really didn't give a crap what people thought in his rap music. You thought, hey, here's a strong dude that is going to say what's necessary and cannot be manipulated by a culture or anyone in order to make him not say or to say certain things. So when he came out and took a hard line against Trump, I was really let down. I was really let down that he would say that. about his fans, especially because he went through this in the past on another freestyle that he did, and then he had to come back and apologize for it. Well, he evidently meant it, or he wouldn't have did it again. And I just pray that one day his eyes are opened to the truth of what we all know, and that Hollywood and the Hollywood elites and these people that hold these people on strings like marionettes and make them dance and do what they want and say what they want, or else they get canceled, or their album goes nowhere, or their movie doesn't get released and does stuff like this. So a lot of these people in Hollywood are not saying what they actually think. They're saying what they think they have to say to keep their careers. So to see Eminem capitulate like that and bend the knee and start speaking those same things in his narrative, that everyone, man, that was sad, bro. It was sad. It was like watching someone that you believed was really strong, and you just found out that he wasn't as strong as you thought he was. And I don't care. That's exactly what I think.
This me, everybody's so triggered that I just keep getting bigger. They want a Morgan Wall in me, like Tom McDonald said. I just want to know about which rich celebrities kiss kids. The Epstein list is hid from existence.
Yes.
I don't want to be nobody other than me.
Yes. Why do we know all this stuff and release this record and that record and go all F about, certain political figures, but we still don't know everything about the Epstein list? Why is no one in charge? We know they were flying people to an island with kids and under just doing crazy stuff. And Clinton's name is on that list multiple times, 26 times on an airplane, people. 26 times. Now, all these Hollywood elites talk about, if Trump gets elected, I'm leaving the country. You're not leaving the country. You're fleeing the country because he's going to release that list. It's only a matter of time. 10, 9, 8. It's counting backwards, guys. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Get ready. Pack your bags because he's coming. He's coming. Trump is coming for you. Your name was on that Epstein list. Be scared.
I don't want to be nobody other than me. I want to choke the woke until they struggle to breathe. Hollywood is a joke and I'm exposing the creeps. Like Ellen Page and a man if she's squatting a pee. Born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, Tatas and BBs, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. Don't call me a white boy, I identify as black. My pronouns are the ones you didn't use, so now I'm mad. My hunters go hunting while your hunters smoking crack. Yes, I ain't homophobic, I got gay friends. I just
said my pronouns are not the ones you use, so now I'm mad. I will never understand it. I will never get it why somebody else thinks they have the power to force you to address them in a certain manner. And I've heard some wild pronouns, bro. I mean, wild ones. But no matter what you tend to call yourself, if you have a group of people that believe, think, and feel the way you do, get them to do it. Get them to do it. Why are you trying to upend all of the things that we feel, think, and believe and throw our values in the trash can? And if we don't capitulate and bend the knee to you, if we don't think the way you do, if we don't play along, you want to cancel people? I mean, that is really stupid. And the people who allow themselves to be canceled, stop that BS. Stop it. For real. For real. You got so many more people who feel, think, and believe the way you do as the person being canceled than the one canceling you. And they are just playing all these games with media, whether it be the TV, the radio, social media, whatever, by amplifying one narrative and suppressing the other one to make you think that what you feel is unpopular. Trust me, it's not. It is not unpopular. I have been everywhere in this country and I've talked to all different walks of life. And believe me, we got your back.
I don't want to be nobody other than me. I want to choke the woke until they struggle to breathe. Hollywood is a joke and I'm exposing the creeps. Like Ellen Page and a man if she's squatting a pee. Born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my Don't call me a white boy, I identify as black. My pronouns are the ones you didn't use, so now I'm mad. My hunters go hunting while your hunter's smoking crack.
What
I
he
can't
say? What he said? He said, my hunters go hunting while your hunter's smoking crack. I wonder who he's talking about. Could he be referring to a certain president's son? I don't know. I think so. What do you think? I'm curious to see that if when he leaves office, kicked out, replaced by somebody that nobody even voted for, I'd be mad as hell if I just got a leader installed and that was my only choice and I was never given a vote. I'm just saying. But I'd be curious to know that if when he leaves office, if certain people in his family don't just magically end up with a get out of jail free card. You know, the kind that is not afforded to you and I. And the left is usually so mad over privilege. They hate privilege. But turn a blind eye to all the privilege this boy has gotten from the time all this controversy has started. It is really hypocritical. I mean, it's real hypocritical.
I can't say the R word, so y'all are handicapped. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my bars who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, doctors and peepees, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
One the doctor. Tell him say me mad. Me the C1 rapper. Here Chichi man.
That's Tom for you, bro. I love this dude, and I'm sure you do too. And you know what a cool video. Guys, listen, it's so fun hanging out with you. If not, click that like, follow, subscribe button, share the content. Please do. We have done a lot to build our network up, over 400,000 followers across all of our hosts on PPN and growing. Actually, it's a little larger than 400,000. 278 million impressions. And you know what? We have never once turned our sights on YouTube to try to really focus on it and build our following over here. But now we are. And we need your help to do it. So we would very much appreciate it if you, when you see this video, if you wouldn't please just click that subscribe button. Guys, we're going to have a lot more just absolutely crazy fun content coming your way on the Patriots Prayer YouTube channel. We're going to have congressmen reacting to stuff like what you just seen. It's going to be really cool to see. People that you would never think or believe would do this kind of stuff. Well, they will. And we're going to have fun with it while we do it. And you'll see me bringing on all of the other hosts throughout the entire Patriots Prayer Network to help us and grow in this YouTube channel. And I'm going to have each and every one of them doing reactions with me. And it's going to be a blast while we do it. So, guys, thanks for hanging out. And I'm going to be putting up a lot more of these and a lot more often. So stay tuned and go check us out on all the other platforms. On X, we're at the Patriots Pray. Obviously, Patriots Prayer on YouTube. True Social is at the Patriots Prayer. On Rumble is at the Patriots Prayer. So if you just put the Patriots Prayer, you're going to find us every single place. And thank you so much for hanging out with us today, guys. We will see you soon. And as usual, the silent majority, you need to stop being silent and stand your ground. And if you ain't voted yet, what you doing with your life, get out there and vote right now. Take part in history. They're destroying the world. And that's not euphemism. That's a literal statement. They have screwed everything up. Everything. They screwed it all up. Get out there and vote.
Trading good for evil.
This is the Patriots Prayer podcast. It's a tremendous show, one of the greatest shows in the history of the world.
This is Bryson Gray, and you are watching the Patriots Prayer.
Soon on the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
America's falling, they all say. Yeah,